Good morning, guys. I'm just prepping for the morning meeting, and I'm going to kind of flip a few things on its head. What I mean by that is that normally we do the morning meeting and then we do a sweep, but this morning what we're going to do is we're going to change it so that we all do a sweep first before we do the morning meeting. And normally we only sweep our own areas, but I'm going to tell everyone to sweep someone else's area, and therefore maybe we'll pick up some new issues. So that's how it's going to start this morning. I'm waiting for the first guys to arrive. Everyone starts at 9 here. I mean, I start a lot earlier than that, but everyone else starts at about 9. They have an easy day, really. But normally we do about 9 till 9:30, 9:45 by the time we've sort of finished our morning meeting and our sweep and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll have a chat with the guys when they're all here, and then we'll see how they're doing. Right. Just an idea of kind of what it looks like to have this many people.
Hello.
In a very small space. It's fun, all fun. Who wants to film?
Yeah, go on.
Joe, you can film. Okay. So I wanted to bring a little improvement to our. Can I put this chair somewhere so I can like stand in the corner?
No. You can stand on the chair.
I can stand on the chair on the one that sounds like a nice health and safety issue.
Who needs to know?
I'll slide the chair in the hole and I'll stand here like a one. Yeah. So here we go. Can you all see that? Yeah, just about. I'll try not to like drop it everywhere. Okay, so what I wanted to do was kind of like format the meeting so that we can kind of hit point after point, and then any improvements that we make from anyone doing anything on the meeting, we can then, alter this quite easily. So I'll start with first point. Anyone recently raved about us? I don't know if, Max, probably you would have seen stuff on Instagram normally. I don't know if you do much anymore, Jamie. I don't know whether or not you look too much on it, and the rest of you guys probably wouldn't have seen anything. Mark Electrical, I'm literally just talking about lot in the last day or whatever. So Mark Electrical just put up saying that he was looking forward to going back when it's dark after he just installed our lights, etc. And there were some nice pictures put up there. So that was quite a nice bit of something to come back.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to the 8 wastes, but what we're going to do is, like I've seen some of you do, pick on other people, and I think that's quite nice. So I'm going to ask each of you to give me a waste. I'm going to write it down. So I will start from my side, clockwise. Jacob, give me a waste.
Start with inventory, isn't it?
Inventory, cool. Dodgy Y. Joe?
Defects.
Defects.
Defection. It's not even on.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Mate, how do you know?
Jamie?
I'm aiming at.
Over processing.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Technical man.
Cam?
Ah, yeah.
I'm gonna just move that for a minute.
In that pot.
Motion, yeah. Max?
Overproduction.
Overproduction. Okay, I'm gonna go with one. Lost employee potential. Jacob?
Yes.
Another one?
Transportation.
Great answer. How many have we got?
I think there's one more in there.
We've got 6 of them.
Have we? We've got 7, haven't we?
We've got 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 7, 8. Well done.
Immature defects, so lost potential, transportation, over processing, overproduction. Yeah, so one more, Joe.
Jacob took my one, I was going to say.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what? I'm actually. So we said defects, immature, lost.
Movement.
Motion. I'm drawing a blank now on camera. That's what I'm blaming it.
I'm trying to think. Wait on camera.
Blame it on the camera. Blame it on the camera.
Damn.
Come on, guys. What is it? Somewhere there.
So I think there's 7 ways. Personally, I don't think we require the 8.
We do. We're doing 8. We're doing 8. Come on. What is it? Someone in the comment section after this goes up is going to be like, you lot are frigging idiots. Well, right, look. Keep thinking about it. We'll come back to it. We'll find it. Think about what we do. We did say, oh, yeah, did. Yeah, okay. All right. Anyone come up with any new issues? And since just doing your sweep, because we sweeped in different areas. Did anyone come up with any new issues while you were sweeping? Anything you found that you were like, oh, there's a lot of mess coming out here?
Probably like print failures.
Print failures.
Just on the floor.
Okay. Right.
Not even in like a corner. It's just everywhere.
We'll do it in red because the red says that. Go on.
Sleeves.
Sleeves.
They get everywhere.
Okay, and we don't use them anymore, do we?
No.
Okay.
I don't know if we want to use sleeves anymore.
No, there's no point.
I think-
Take too much on the sleeve and stuff.
Joe, your filming's all over the side.
Oh, sorry.
Good.
Yeah, do you want to hand that to Joe?
Yeah, give it.
You're like literally. I'm like looking at myself. I'm like diagonal.
Filming his bike.
Get to put it in there.
Okay, so print failures. I mean, just say for print failures with regards to in terms of waste, environmental waste, i.e. the PLA and the plastic. I think what I'd like to see is that we have some sort of bin where we have all that PLA plastic go into that one bin, so that it could be recycled as a whole. You know, like rather than any other rubbish going in there. Sleeves. I mean, really, we need to just go through sleeves and put them. We're not going to use them, but should we bin them? You know, maybe we should try and sell them on,
get rid of them.
or pass them on, because I know machinists that in I think it's Whiteleaf or whatever that uses sleeves. Okay. So maybe we could just, you know, like gift them to him.
Yeah.
And at least they're getting reused, so it's not going straight to waste.
Broken ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tubes.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else?
Just the usual swarf.
Yeah.
Swarf and
The
stuff.
usual, just
Okay.
loose LEDs.
Okay. I mean, obviously, I'm still cleaning out pins from down here when I dropped them. So.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah, it's my problem. Silicon I've put down was one of the issues. So silicon being silicon spray. We need to start introducing Kanban cards for stuff. So what we need is when we move to the unit, we'll have like a little shelf that's got the silicon sprays on it. And when it gets to a certain level, you have this Kanban card that comes forward because you've revealed it by removing the last silicon spray.
Yep.
Not the last one, but you know, like 2 or 3 in. And that Kanban card, once you receive it, then goes to a particular area that then I say pick up or whatever, and I go, oh, I need to order more silicon spray.
Yeah.
Don't run out of it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I thought you had gangbang cards.
Not gangbang cards. The vacuum
Whole different area.
was one that I recently looked at. So Joe, here's your gift. New brushes, because they basically keep going completely flat,
It won't break.
and then what happens is the vacuum starts scratching the all the surfaces. There you go, sir. Did anyone notice I fixed the door on the lathe?
I've touched the leg. Yeah.
No, last week.
Did you?
You didn't get any more door
I
errors,
did really,
did you?
yeah.
You didn't notice?
No, not really. I kind of
'Cause I
lined
fixed it.
I kept lining it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
You didn't need to. So what I did, basically, the reason it kept going, it wasn't anything to do with it being diagonal or whatever. It was that the actual metal on the acrylic actually moves up and down very slightly, and that tiny bit that it moves up and down is the difference between it showing. I silicon did.
Yeah.
So stopped it from going wrong anymore. Okay. Anything that anyone plans to solve this week?
Still again though. I'd have to obviously be back in assembly, so I have to figure out what needs sorting.
Jay, I know you said earlier about this interface for material ordering, so that we know, you know, like regards to
what graph.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Anything
Not at the
plans to
moment.
solve?
No. I need to.
Okay. All right. Well.
Do that when we go back to lenses. We need to do.
Okay. So, anyone in particular want mention anything they took away from that video?
Unreliable machines promote other processes.
Yeah, brilliant. I like that.
I don't.
I didn't think Joe was paying attention. He was like,
It's right there.
Up in hand. Okay. Anyone else?
That is true, though. That is true. I think I wouldn't say we have a lot of downtime, to be honest, because obviously we've got one machine, and we're constantly always using it, switching.
I think
back and
historically
forth.
we have
Yeah, but that's because of unreliable.
machine.
Yeah, machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ironically.
But when
Such
it's
as a
not,
door.
when it's not,
Door. Yeah. But then arguably some of that could be negated by maintenance. So
Yeah.
we talk about the 3D printers, for instance. 3D printers upstairs probably need one because they get run so much. Probably once a week, they probably need like greasing, brushing over, cleaning out, that kind of thing. And that's not happening at all. They're
No,
literally being
it's
run
never
to
happened.
death. And that's why 2 aren't running at the moment. So like when we again. It's gonna have to be when we move, just because of space. 'Cause you can't really get to them properly at the moment. But we'll have to bring in a maintenance schedule for the printers, a maintenance schedule for the lathe, etc. I say when we move, and I've said this a few times, I need everything to be pristine, like literally so clean. Like you're gonna be like washing down the machine, cleaning down the backsides, everything. Imagine having someone come in. I want them to be like, oh my god, this place is amazing. And look at us and go, wow, this is how it should be done. So that's what we're going for. Sorry, the waste that we were missing was waiting.
we're waiting time.
Good old waiting. So that was the waste. And whilst also watching the video, I remembered that I just wanted to quickly talk about this and ask if anyone had any suggestions. So we had pin breakage again last week.
Oh, really?
3 pins.
That was me.
That was Jacob.
I
How
apologise.
did you pull them straight out? Because me
I
and
haven't had an
Jamie
issue
wiggle
before.
them.
I haven't had. Yeah.
We wiggle them slowly. It
Wiggle
comes
them
out
slowly.
really easily.
Well,
I think pulling them straight doesn't always.
I think the
work.
problem is
It's
not getting
for
them
a little-
straight.
Yeah, see, if you think it's straight,
I
but
mean,
it's better to go.
I'd love if anyone has any suggestions, and maybe Joe, while you're in college, you can make it and just stuff off your V block. But
I doubt that will happen, Chris.
that would go down well. So basically, my idea was, I did this 3D printed the holder, I guess. Basically, there's a little pin on there that just goes through the pin for the blanking mould. So that keeps that in place. And if you imagine that this was on there, what we need is something to be able to grip this so that this can just pull back.
Okay, yeah.
And that would be the most easiest action ever. You wouldn't be struggling to pull the mould off, and this could be fixed down somewhere and it'd be just operated by a switch. That's the idea. It's just trying to come up with something that can bolt to this and grip onto this. Originally my idea was some sort of V that would just grip around where the O-ring sits. I don't know. So
Might damage you though.
I don't find it that hard to take it off.
Yeah.
I
don't.
find
I think it's easy.
I find I'm doing them. Let's say I'm doing them I'm doing a lot of them
Yeah.
over a couple of weeks. I find that then eventually I'll break a pin. Or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And at 20 quid a pin,
yeah.
and plus although it's easy, there is struggle there. Do you not think? Like in terms of you have to get the water pump pliers, and you kind of have to, you grab it and you have to like wiggle it a little bit to like kind of like get it off. It's not.
Takes about 2 seconds.
But I'm just thinking it could be easier.
Okay.
Yeah. I just
It's worth
think
a try.
it's worth a try, but it might be something that's a bit over-engineered in a way.
Okay.
It could end up
It's
being
worth.
that.
It's worth trying.
I'd
Yeah.
like it that if we had someone new come in
Yeah.
as well, that they pick this up, and because really there's a technique to it, isn't there? We
Yeah.
agree that it's a learned technique. It's not something that you just like tell someone straight away and they do it straight away.
Wiggle off slowly. You can't wiggle it too much. But wiggle it a little bit.
Yeah.
It takes a
very
little bit of
minimal
work
wiggle.
to kind of learn to
Yeah.
do it. So the idea of something here would just make it, it would just be a poke yoke. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So we talked about projects already. I'll tell you, my project hasn't progressed since last week yet, just because I've been busy on emails and other bits and pieces. Okay, plan for day. we want to get out the red on the system.
Yeah.
We need to just knock those out. There isn't actually that many orders now
yesterday.
to get out the red. And also if we can hit some of the orange as well. Jamie in particular, there's B Electricals, is it 8 smart lights?
It's 8
smart lights, but they're plain top.
Yeah, plain.
So we need to adjust the
we
program
don't
so that
have
it's like the old
program, do we?
plain top. It'd be really easy to, it should be really easy to do. We just have to just change. No. Powder coated. What are they? Black?
Yeah, black.
No, but is that the same program?
No.
There's not.
No,
Stainless steel
it's fully flat. Like there's no ribs or anything.
No step for the glare guard or anything like that.
Yeah, just a chamfer bit.
So yeah, I'll work out the program with you, and then we'll do it. So we need to get those, and we're basically just trying to work through these orders and get us out of the red, because there's a very good potential that we're going to get keys for the unit tomorrow.
Wow.
And then if that happens, depending on what time that happens, then I'm going straight down there to just start, because I need to get a head start and get all the supplies and things like that in for us to move on Monday. Which means that then it's all on you guys to get everything built between now and Friday. Bring in an order forward from Monday, because Monday will be a write-off. We won't get anything done on Monday. So bringing an order forward will mean that this week we need to target 110 fittings.
Okay.
So it's a big target, but we should be able to do it. It's not unachievable. So yeah.
Well, I've only 180 lights last week.
Okay.
Not all in that week.
And finally, I need to remind everyone to protect the QBR. So, images, video, etc. Joe, I want to see some more powder coating stuff from you.
Can do.
Yeah, because
Don't even
we're not really anodizing, bubbling up. You know, like the. If you can get one, if ever you're doing some powder coating, you're like, oh, can one of you come in and just film me just doing this one. I'm doing this for argument's sake. I'm doing this for B Electrical. You know, can you come in and just film me just doing that, and then that's a video that can go towards B Electricals. So we want to get more media out there for, you know, like for our customers to kind of see how stuff's been built, etc. Okay, any questions?
All good.
All good.
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, let's crack on, guys. So guys, one final point. If you're wondering why we're doing these videos, why we're putting this stuff out there, it's because we hope that you see the changes that we make and that you will become inspired to make your own changes, maybe follow a similar journey, because at the minute I can tell you all the things that we're doing is just going to create one hell of a machine. It's literally just well, you'll see how it sort of improves, and we'll do lots of before and after stuff and whatnot. But yeah, see you guys later.